Hello, fellow financial freedom fighters. And have you heard of tax liens and deeds? No? Yes? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but it might be one of the best kept secrets that if you understand this space, this is the best retirement fund available. I know. You don't know how to set it up. Your financial advisor will not let you set it up. They can legally lie to you because they'll be getting cut out of the scenario. But if you are able to take responsibility for your 401k, self-directed IRA, or understand your investment funds, and or you have cash, or you just want to do investing, what are the pros and cons between tax liens and tax deeds? What's the difference? Right? So I just want to give a couple of basic things of what the difference is, but here's the kicker, folks. These are not something you can just go out and do. Oh, well, I'll just go to a tax deed auction and buy a property. Yes, if you know nothing else, you're probably going to get fried. There are major things about this that you could lose a lot of money and not just make money. I'm showing the upside. I'm showing what knowledge network and resources get you, what the advantage is to know how to go out and execute these things and get the best return on investment. So that's what I want to share, because this is literally what I'm doing right now to retire. I'm already retired, just saying. Our retirement plan outside of our investing, we do this. We just do this extra money. Okay, let's get it working over here. Okay, we'll have some money aside. It's doing this. Oh, look at that. We got a property. Fantastic, right? So these are the advantages, okay? Tax liens and tax deeds, okay? Tax liens is going to be a very low effort, okay? What you're doing essentially is you're just paying other people's taxes that did not pay them, right? So somebody doesn't pay their taxes, you're stepping in to pay their taxes for them, and the county says, we don't want the interest. We're going to give the interest to someone else. So if you pay someone else's taxes, you're going to earn the interest for them not paying. If they don't pay, you get the property. So it gets an A+ for safety. Very safe investment. Spell that right? Hope so. Very safe investment. We'll leave it at that. So low effort, very safe investment. It's like, wow, it's perfect investment. Yeah, I know. You need to know how to do it. And if you can do it out of a tax-deferred retirement plan, that'd be even better. Tax deeds are going to be high effort. You need to do research on the properties. You're going to be acquiring this property. You're going to be attacking this property immediately. It's going to be very high risk because you're going to purchase this property and need to flip it, either need to repair it, or maybe you move a renter in. Maybe there isn't a lot of work to do. Maybe you've done your research. Maybe you understand what's going on. So there's going to be risk. There's going to be risk getting tax deeds, okay? And now the difference is, folks, is depending on the state you're investing in, some are tax liens and some are tax deeds. The state that I am in is a tax deed state, and they are the worst state in the nation for kicking people out of their homes for not paying their taxes. You can defer it like 7 years. What? How is that helpful to our firefighters, police officers, and anything to function in your community, to just let people defer, not pay, not pursue them? Then, hey, you better pay or else what? And so we just don't have the aggressiveness to get people to pay their taxes. Where some states, it's like, you don't pay your taxes for a year or pay your tax liens in a year, we're coming for your property. Some people are like, oh, I'll happily pay on time. That's a big difference. Now, what kind of return on investment are we talking about here, folks? Let's look at this. So when you do a tax lien deal, you're still spending cash, but your average return on investment is 10 to 20%. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry, 10 to 25%. Okay? So 10 to 25% is going to be your average return on investment. Some are a little bit different than that. But at the end of the day, just think about what you're getting in the stock market and nothing. And see what that has to offer you. So 10 to 25% is what you should be getting on a regular basis. Whereas it's a big question mark with tax deeds. You have no idea what you're getting into. Maybe if you're really good at research, you can project a return on investment, but we're going to go with the number of our investing community that you get 20% return on investment. That's why you do investing. That's what you're shooting for, okay? Now, you're like, Brandon, I would totally do tax liens. I mean, it seems like a way better deal. You're right. For the average person, it's like doing nothing, completely safe and making a great return is awesome. Except for the time frame. We all want it now, right? Now, let's make action. Now, let's have things happen now. That I can start to relate to as I continue to invest. I look for faster returns. Before I started out for long term, and it set me up nicely. Now, it's like, hey, I would love something much faster. This return on investment can anywhere be from a year to 5 years. So you can have situations where, yes, you're getting the accruance or you're going to get the property. But this is a whole time frame that you have to manage. You have to understand, me putting $5,000 out there. I might not see that for 4 or 5 years. Yes, I'll get 25% at the end, or I'll get the property, but you have to be stable in that time frame to not need that money and things like this. Whereas tax deeds is immediate. If you win that bid, you are literally going to get that property. I wouldn't say immediately. There's different state regulations. 30 days, could be 60 days. They could have the chance to pay. There are different stipulations. So you got to know your state and your county. Every county is different in America. There's over 4,500 of them. So good luck with that unless you have the knowledge and resources to do that. So the immediate, you're going to get it a lot sooner than waiting forever. Who knows? Maybe you get a great property, it's already ready to go, and you just list it on the market and you're able to make a $40,000, let's say over 6 months. It's a lot better than waiting a year or two, right? And last but not least, this profit is set up, right? So if you are saying, hey, I'm just going to buy a tax lien rather than a tax deed, I'm going to buy a tax lien, I'm going to make 25% of my money over the course of 2 years. Okay, fantastic. You made 25% over each year. That's way above what any financial advisor will ever give you. But your profit over here could be anything. Could you imagine getting a property, purchase it, 3 months later, they're out, they give you title, and it's worth 60K. Or you immediately turn it into a rental and you're cash flowing, an extra grand a month. So you got such a great deal on it. Well, by the end of a year, you've already made $12,000. Might have paid off what you paid for the building. Here, it's already projected. Here, you have forms of measurement to think and know what you're going to make, but you're going to get the property sooner. You're going to be able to create the opportunity, move quicker. Tax liens are going to be more fixed. That's the difference. So every time, if you don't know your investor ID, if you don't know what type of investor you are or understand what that means, you're going to want to take a training on that. You're going to want to know how to understand what is going to advance you the most, what's going to be the better investment for you. Because tax deeds are just going to advance you quicker if you understand that and execute it correctly. And tax liens are going to be the insurance. So I like to get the two working together, right? Get your tax deeds to create the wealth, dump it over tax liens to insure it. You can use both. You can use one. It's okay. But if you don't know how to do it, you are not going to be successful very quickly. If you do know how to do it, making 25% return on investment Imagine telling that around people at your workplace and the water cooler, right? Hey, what are you getting? Yeah, I'm getting about 5 to 8% this year. It's a really great year on my 401k. Great. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Well, what are you getting? I'm getting 25%. And there's no chance of it going down. You can imagine the look on their faces. So, folks, reach out to me if you want to learn how to do these and really understand how you can create wealth, whether it's a retirement plan, whether creating your own retirement plan, or doing some really great deals with those tax deeds. Reach out to me. I will get you to those events and start creating wealth. Folks, have a great day. Talk to you soon.